And let's start with the Princess of Wales, shall we? Because it's a really difficult balance for the royal family, isn't it? They've been experimenting a little bit with sharing more of their health updates. We've seen that from the King, haven't we, being more open about his cancer diagnosis. But do you think there's a worry here that they have over-whetted the public appetite? Because there is this now demand for information, isn't there? The Princess of Wales has been trending all week with conspiracy theories about what could possibly be wrong with her.
Yes, I think it's a very difficult balance to get right, because we were told she had the operation, and we were also told we weren't going to be told anything more about it. I mean, obviously, if I was her press secretary, what I would be wanting to do would be to tell you something, some really good news when she's getting better. And OK, there was that photograph, so we know she's up and about. I don't know whether it would have been a good idea maybe to have a picture of her sitting in the garden with her children or something. It is this terribly complicated balance. If you show enough, you feed the media enough, usually they will respect the boundaries. But if you tell them nothing at all, then, of course, they think they're being deprived of information and they go into overdrive.
Yeah, so William, at that funeral, that commemoration service that he pulled out of, if it was late, 45 minutes notice or so, are you of the opinion he should have said, look, I feel very nauseous, I'm unwell, I have a bad tummy, or given a reason for why he didn't attend, as opposed to what has led to a lot of this speculation, just pulling out without reason?
I rather agree with you, actually. I mean, we all understand somebody having a headache or eating a bad oyster or something like that. I suppose the problem, if I'm being really honest with you, is that probably his press secretary didn't really know why he'd pulled out and therefore put out a statement. This is sometimes the problem, I think, of lack of communication. But yes, I mean, in the past, we've been told lots of things like, regular somebody going into a hospital for a little checkup or, a bad knee or something. And we accept that. I mean, we must accept that. So I think that was a pity. And of course, it was all done very much at the last moment. Yeah. I mean, he was down to read the lesson in that service.
Well, Hugo, front page in the Metro today, an embarrassing fallout clouded the Princess of Wales' possible return to duties after tickets went on sale for an event, despite no confirmation she would actually attend. Now, this is trooping off the colour. So the Army have put on a website, she's going to be there for a preview of all of this, and the Palace or Kensington House or whatever are saying, oh, we don't know anything about this.
Yes, that is most unfortunate. I mean, there's every possibility that she will be at the Trooping the Colour, because she would be in the Major General's office, as you know, at Whitehall, overlooking it. She wouldn't be playing a big part in the proceedings. She would be a spectator, even though she's colonel of one of the Guards regiments. So let's hope she is there. But I imagine that probably Kensington Palace was a bit irritated. And I guess that probably some sort of ill-informed person just put out the normal document that would be put out at this time of the year, expressing the wish of, who's going to actually be present on the day, without checking.
On the issue of privacy, what do you make of Catherine's uncle, Gary Goldsmith, entering the celebrity Big Brother house? Because he's been making comments, hasn't he, albeit supportive ones, about the royal family, but also speaking about Meghan Markle.
Well, yes, I was thinking about this, and I was remembering, I mean, do you remember Terry Major Ball, and do you remember Jimmy Carter's brother, Billy Carter? There always seems to be one member of the family that goes a little bit sort of off the rails, if you like. They've never, ever been able to pin a single nasty thing on Kate Middleton. So they tried a little bit with her sister for a time. They wanted to paint her as a sort of wild child. That didn't work either. And so now you've got the uncle. I mean, obviously I would say, I bet you the family would much prefer that he didn't take part in this thing. What he has said, of course, about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has been said before and is, I don't know about you, but rather widely accepted. I rather support what he says. I think that the statements that they made caused the late Queen an enormous amount of distress and difficulties at the last year of her reign, which was unacceptable in my view. And some of the statements have been contradicted even by them subsequently. So I don't think you need to take his comments too seriously. But of course, programs like the Celebrity Big Brother are an opportunity for people to chat and for indiscretions to come out. So I suppose probably the people making the program would be absolutely delighted, because everybody's going to now watch and see what he's going to say.